The crash site. The sky burned orange over the Vadris wastes, a land cracked by centuries of war and abandonment. Reclamation teams avoided the place. Radiation storms, rogue automatons, and scavenger gangs made the region deadly. But Jace Viral wasn't here for exploration. He was here for a bounty. Only this bounty wasn't for credits. It was to settle a debt he owed a sister long gone. His rover skidded to a stop on the ridge, overlooking a mangled alien ship half buried in the ashen sand. Smoke rose from its ruptured hull like black vines. The beacon, a pulsating red dot on his HUD, was unmistakable. This was the drop site. Jace readied his plasma rifle and descended. Inside the ship, heat and static buzzed through the air. Most of the corridors were slagged metal and charred corpses. A firefight had happened here, and it hadn't gone well for the crew. Near the command pod he found her. The alien queen. She wasn't what he expected. She was small, fragile-looking, with pale chitin and limbs coiled inward like a fetal insect. A crown of bioluminescent fronds shimmered from her head, fading in and out like a slow heartbeat. An amber pod encased her body, a stasis chamber. The neural tag blinked on her temple. Jace hooked into it. Data scrolled across his wrist tablet. Subject: Queen Veari. Species: Meridian. Status: Injured. Priority: Omega-level extraction. He should have walked away. Instead, he disengaged the pod, strapped it to his back, and left the wreck. As he ascended, his comms crackled. "This is Revenant Squad to all frequencies. The Meridian Queen has escaped containment. Massive bounty authorized for live or dead retrieval. Engage with extreme prejudice." So it began. Day 2, the storm front. Jay spent the night in an abandoned fuel depot, hidden beneath sheets of scrap. The Queen's pod emitted a low hum as it regulated her vitals. At one point, he swore he saw her eyes flutter. He dared not open it. By morning, a storm was rolling in. He mapped a route through the ash canyons, hoping to lose any pursuers. The Revenant Squad, however, wasn't far behind. Trained mercenaries enhanced with AI cognition and muscle augments, they could track a shadow across a desert. His rover roared through the wastes, but a blast tore through the rear axle. He was airborne before he could react. Thrown from the wreck, ears ringing, Jace crawled to the pod, still intact, wedged between two rocks. Dust cloaked the air. Red targeting lasers cut through it. "Turn over the Queen," a mechanical voice demanded. "And you may be spared." Jace, coughing blood, spat into the dust. "Yeah. And what happens to her then? She is a weapon. She must be destroyed." Weapon. That was the term they used. Jace Dove grabbed the pod and triggered his EMP mine. The blast disrupted targeting systems long enough for him to roll off the ledge with the Queen in his arms, sliding into the depths of the canyon. Bruised and bleeding, he ran. Day 3, the awakening. He found refuge in a collapsed pre-war laboratory buried into the rock. The power cells still worked. He patched his wounds with synth skin and injected a stimulant. As he rested, he noticed the pod's hum had changed. Faster now, agitated. Suddenly it hissed open. The Queen emerged, trembling. Jace raised his rifle, but she didn't attack. Instead, she knelt or collapsed before him. Her large eyes blinked slowly. She raised a hand to her head, touching the neural tag. "You are not them," she said. Her voice was musical, laced with reverb. "You speak standard. I learn quickly. Your technology feeds me knowledge." Jace lowered the rifle. "Why are they hunting you?" "Because I am the last. My kind nearly conquered this world. Until we chose peace. Your species chose extermination instead. I surrendered. They lied. Jace hesitated. He remembered the war. The news reports. The mass graves. But this being before him didn't look like a conqueror. They won't stop until you're dead, he said. Then we keep moving. From that moment, they were no longer bounty hunter and cargo. They were fugitives. Day 4, the betrayal. The Queen grew stronger by the hour. She moved with grace now, her skin darkening to a midnight hue, bioluminescence sharpening. Jace noticed her aura, not fearsome but ancient, pathic. She could sense him. You carry pain, she said as they walked the ruins of an old settlement. A loss. My sister, he muttered. Killed in the Meridian push on Culdus Prime. She was military. I am sorry. I did not give that order. I know. Doesn't make it hurt less. She stopped beside a fallen satellite dish. We can signal a Meridian remnant fleet. They may still be in cryo-orbit. They will come. You sure they won't kill me? I am their queen. They transmitted a signal. Within hours, Revenant Squad arrived. Jace had expected them. He had also expected help. Instead, the Meridian signal drew more than allies. It drew bounty hunters, scavengers, and a dreadnought ship from the Concordant fleet. A soldier Jace once served with, Commander Elia Darn, stepped from the ship. Her face was like stone. Jace, you brought the Queen here. After what they did. She surrendered. We were wrong. We lost billions. She dies today. You shoot her, you shoot me. So be it. The Queen raised her arms, whispering in a tongue of deep echoes. The air pulsed. From the hills, the cryoships broke the clouds. Day 5, the stand. The final day dawned crimson. The Meridian remnant ships landed in the canyons, disgorging sleek warrior forms. But they did not attack. The Queen stood at the center of the field, flanked by Jace and her loyal few. Across from them, Revenant Squad, Concordant soldiers, mercenaries with twitchy fingers. Elia raised a gauntlet hand. Surrender, Queen. You will not survive this. The Queen's voice echoed. We do not wish war. We wish memory. We wish peace. Words are wind. Jay stepped forward. Then let history decide. Record this. Every camera, every drone. The Queen came here to surrender again. And again we threaten genocide. That is our legacy. Not hers. Silence. Then. A single soldier lowered his weapon. Others followed. Revenant Squad, however, moved as one. They charged. The Meridians responded with force shields and sonic blasts. Jace fought alongside them, firing precision shots, ducking behind wreckage. The Queen channeled energy through her hands, disabling tech but not killing. The battle lasted only minutes. Revenant Squad lay in pieces. Elia stood, weapon raised, and the Queen stopped her with a wave. No more. She touched Elia's mind. The commander collapsed in tears. Epilogue: The Queen's Path. 5 days later, Jace stood at the edge of the Vadris Wastes, watching the Meridian fleet ascend. The Queen turned to him. Will you come with us? He shook his head. I have to help fix what we broke here. She touched his chest. Then you are more than hunter. You are guardian. The sky split with light as the ships vanished into the stars. Peace would not come overnight. But for the first time in a generation it had a chance. And Jace Viral, the man who carried the alien queen, became the first human emissary of a new alliance forged in the ashes of war.